saying it too.
So. A lot going on, Chris Rock.
Oh, he didn't lit up the airwaves.
We gotta give our view on.
He lit it up.
We naming his sisters, giving a 411.
And we're so glad that he finally spoke up, and he getting paid big money for it.
Right,
that was smart.
There was good and there was bad.
Yeah, the good, bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Mm-hmm. I'm giving him a little grace because he was popped in the face.
Are we gonna do our thing first, or are we gonna have because when the View, I'm gonna tell you what the View even talked about because they were mentioned.
We'll talk about what everybody else said first, and then we'll say what we think.
Okay.
Or in the middle. We could go.
Okay, we go either way.
Go in and out.
I'm sure how we go. Our fans hopefully either come on and.
You keep saying fans.
Well,
it's family.
Our family.
Yeah, it's not family.
Well, as the family grows, it's just family still, right?
It's family. It's millions even if it's a million
family
people.
Members.
Yeah.
They're gonna say I'm family when you get money or something. Remember, fine. I'm family.
You could be family. That don't mean you're gonna get nothing.
Well. Okay.
Not everybody in your family get money.
That's true too.
Got your little wig on. Push that back. Yeah. All right. So let's start off with your
politics.
With your politics.
I don't always do politics.
What's going on in the
politics world? Mm-hmm. They got to give an update with EPAC. EPAC, Lord. CPAC.
What's EPAC?
I don't know what EPAC. That just came to my head for some reason. Okay. But CPAC, of course, we got to hear the update on Trump and all those knuckleheads.
Mama's favorite person.
Mama's favorite person.
She loved Trump.
He claiming now that
she didn't start watching CNN until Trump
became president. Even before the election.
Yeah,
that's when my mom tuned in.
She didn't watch CNN.
To CNN. Fox News, NBC, it was the NBC,
all of them.
Chris Como, she like all them shows. Hannity, even though she may not like them all, she still watches them every now and then. But we got to hear what Mr. Trump is saying. He's talking about, I am your retribution.
Wait a minute, retribution for who?
That's what he's saying. I'm your warrior. Let's get a glimpse of him talking. It's always fun to hear Mr.
He's a warrior now?
Well, look.
All right, here we go. Warrior.
You know who was the closing act at CPAC on Saturday? Well, we got to talk about it, where he rattled off about 20, 30 lies about his accomplishments as president before making this pitch to the party. Take a look.
In 2016, I declared, I am your voice. Today I add, I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution.
Well, fight yourself.
Warriors, come out to play.
And the ladies.
Can you imagine him in the movie Warriors coming out to play?
I am your voice. I am your warrior. And that they showed a glimpse of the crowd. It wasn't that crowded. He's about crowd sizes and stuff. Mm-hmm. And his son, I guess, was giving out chocolate or something. Did
he say mention of the crowd?
No, he didn't say that. Okay, I'm sure after a while he may say something if somebody keeps getting on him about it. Oh, Mr. Trump, not that many people was in the audience.
The media's lying. There were millions of people in there. They wouldn't let them in.
Thank you. They were outside, and they were supporting me in other rooms. You couldn't tell.
I am your retribution. I am your warrior. I am your she-hero. I am your Wonder Woman. I'm your Batman. I'm all of those, all mixed up in one.
As Herschel says,
I am bigger than Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker is a werewolf. I'm a warrior. I eat werewolves for breakfast.
I can see him saying that too. As crazy as he is.
And he's right too there. I said I was a werewolf. And I never said I was a warrior. I never said I was a warrior. Now, Trump can be a warrior. Now, we all know he's the king. So I never said I was the king.
Warrior.
I just said I was a werewolf.
The ladies on The View was all over this. One of the things that they were talking about, Lisa was saying that he did not pack the house, and she cracked on that because she said the place where she spoke at, it wasn't a big audience, but every chair was filled.
Right.
So she can at least say her speaking engagement for the whole Republican thing was had more people than him at least, and it wasn't showing empty chairs. But she's thinking maybe he can't go much higher in his party anymore.
Okay.
Like he's limited now because people are pulling out, people are jumping ship. One of the things Sonny kept saying, she was like, "Oh, who is he? What is he a warrior for? What is he fighting for? What is he? I am your voice. What is the problem? What are they wanting?" And she kept asking Anna when Anna was about to talk and talking over Anna. Anna said, "Give me a chance. I'll tell you what they fighting for. I'll tell you what they fighting for." She said,
what are they fighting for?
She said one thing. The whole CPAC and of the Republican parties there represented.
Okay.
Fighting. He's fighting transgenderism.
Okay.
He's fighting drag queens.
Okay.
They're all fighting Black history. They're fighting the truth.
What's the obsession with drag queens?
Facts and science. She said DeSantis is fighting it. She even had a clips of one of the speakers there at the CPAC was saying, let's just do away with the transgenderism and pretty much eradicate them and get rid of them, get rid of the whole, the teaching of it and the thoughts of it. So she was pretty much telling Sonny. Sonny said, really in another way, they're afraid. They're fearful because they're losing power. White power. Remember when you watch
Wake Up, White People.
Wake up, white people. We about to get what is it?
The power.
Power. We losing our power. She pretty much said it in a nutshell. The fear. Anna said, keep in mind, this is a manufactured culture war. That if he can rouse up people, get them upset, make them feel outraged, that people, they pissed off. He's taking that and he's running with it. And it's manufactured. And people are like, yeah, any reason to be upset and pissed off. She's like, what? You're losing your power? It's more of minorities?
Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh.
So we got this going on. We have the Fox News saying that they said that the election was rigged, but they didn't really believe it. Mm-hmm. The people that were saying it.
Right.
And then you have the people who stormed the Capitol.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them are going to jail and in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So who are these nut jobs that's still standing in the audience that's listening to Trump say, I'm your warrior and I'll lead you? He was supposed to lead them to the march on the Capitol.
It's almost like he's picking up a new agenda, though, because
what's the new agenda?
Like what Anna just said. Because if you think about it, I don't know why he's similar to DeSantis, because he should be kind of maybe the opposite of DeSantis, to make DeSantis look bad and mean and coming to tear down drag queens and all that. But that's Anna's take on it.
No, that's not true.
She may not know Trump's agenda.
Yes,
because I'm thinking Trump's agenda is to be a warrior, even for those people that a lot of the people at CPAC was talking about.
So he never said all of those things.
That was Anna's take on it.
That's what I'm saying.
But some of the speakers at CPAC made that comment. So what side is Trump on? DeSantis has made it clear. You know what he wants, what he's trying to fight against in the state of Florida. Trump, I don't know.
I think it's going to be the same because he needs the Bible Belt.
Yes.
He needs all of those things. He needs
those people that told him to hold the Bible and say 2 Corinthians and whatever else.
So he does need that. So I think he's going to be the same. He's going to be the same as DeSantis.
Well, that's what Anna's thinking.
But he's going to be, you know what? I think his thing is going to be DeSantis is like a little boy that you can swat away.
I'm the warrior and can make it happen.
That I can make things happen. And DeSantis is like, get out of here. We don't need you. He's gonna try to belittle DeSantis.
Okay. Like even though you were saying in your own opinion that DeSantis is Terminator 2.
Right.
Terminator 1 was smart to get Terminator 2.
I thought DeSantis was Terminator 2. He's not.
Okay.
Remember, he's weak.
Ooh.
Because he hasn't really come out against Trump, and unless he's holding it in.
Oh,
If he goes after Trump and battles Trump, then I'll call him Terminator 2.
Oh, okay. Maybe he feels like it's not worth it right now. Let me wait until we
That's
all
what I'm
understand.
saying. I
got my ducks in a row. I got you, man. I'm gonna shoot you down with all
don't
of
think
this.
he got it in him, no.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think he's Terminator 2.
If he's gonna, anybody that runs against Trump is gonna have to have it in him.
I don't think he
Because
has
he's gonna make him look stupid and foolish.
I think he's gonna make him look stupid and foolish.
And he's just gonna sit there and let him do it.
We'll see. This is a bunch of remember Monkeys in a Barrel?
Yeah.
Remember that game when we was little?
Yeah.
And you had to take the monkey and hook
one
it.
arm to hook the other ones to keep hooking
That's
it.
what they are. They all monkeys in a barrel.
Oh, okay.
And you're trying to figure out which one is going to be the power one that's going to climb to the top and carry the party. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how
But it's interesting with all the other groups going on, like the place where Alyssa spoke at, the place where DeSantis spoke at, and Pence. What is Republicans' view on what Anna's saying?
I don't know.
Fighting against transgenderism.
I don't know what the attack on the transgender.
I don't know, and that's not going to hurt. And one of the things the lady said is gun violence that's taking the children out. It's not a transgender.
What is most
a drag
people,
queen is not going to hurt people.
Most people in their lives, I would assume, unless I'm totally off, unless there's a million transgenders out there, we don't have to deal with that in our family.
And then a lot of them
we have to deal with health care. We have to deal with taxes.
That's our list of
war.
things.
We don't deal
Where's
with
my money coming? I'm of age now. Is Social Security going to be there for me?
Yeah,
my health care, my situation now with my body breaking down. I need doctors and making sure I can pay for that.
We'll see what
is going on.
Now you said they also talked about, because Chris Rock had his. I hope y'all watched.
Are we transitioning into the Chris Rock comment? Because you know they had to say something.
I was going to say that. Because Chris, we told everybody to watch Chris Rock. We said he was going to be going after
Mr.
Will Smith
and the wife,
but we didn't know that he was going to name shows that he said
are in agreement with what calling Will a bad
Smith
name.
A B.
Yeah,
calling him the B word.
Yeah.
So The View was one of the shows that he said.
That's the first thing they talked about.
I knew Whoopi was going to say something, because he said everybody was calling Will Smith a B. The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God, The Talk, The View. I was like, ooh, as soon as he said The View.
I said, I don't remember The View calling him a B.
I know Whoopi going to say,
I know they talked about
never called Will Smith a B.
They never called Will Smith a B word.
He is a B though, but they never called him that.
Yeah, it's funny though, because I wrote down some of the things that each of the ladies said. Because the good, the bad, the ugly. Mm-hmm. Now we can start with their show. Mm-hmm. So go ahead. I think she has even a clip of it.
Okay, so before we start, Wendy says, "Hey, ladies."
Hey.
Emerald says, "Hi, ladies."
Hey.
Wendy says, "Lenora, why did you change your hair so fast?"
Girl, $29.99.
What is that?
I pay for them. I can put them on anytime I feel it.
Oh, all right. Whatever.
I'm in transition for braids.
Okay.
Y'all funny. Didn't we give y'all that?
But you had braids before. No, now you're getting them again.
I can't wear my wig when I wear my braids.
No, but you had them before. They saw you with the braids.
No, I had a hat. No, I've been having a hat for the last week.
They did see you with the braids.
No, they saw me with braids a week ago.
Right, so she's saying why you changed it.
This wig is back on. I had this wig before. Where y'all been? Because even Emerald, somebody said, I like your wig. I like your hair. Okay.
So you got it braided and now you're wearing a wig again.
Until I get it braided. It's a transition hairstyle.
Well, she's not
when you
saying
see my
she
wig,
took the braids out.
I had my hat on the other day.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
I had my hat on Friday.
They probably didn't know you took your braids out.
Oh, no, I can't wear my hat with my braids. It's too thick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she getting getting her hair.
Give y'all explanation on my hair.
She getting her hair braided again.
When my hair is braided, it's too thick to wear a hat like this.
You in the public, just like a celebrity, you have to tell them
I already did, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm repeating myself.
No, you saying like you have to, like I got
I already told them the last time I had my transition, I had my hat on, and then I had this on. Everybody was like, oh, I like your wig. I like your hair.
But when you on the public,
I always tell y'all, if y'all see me in a hat, you see me in a wig, I'm in transition to get new braids.
Right. But you may have somebody ask you again and you'll answer it again.
It shouldn't be our family.
Oh, well.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, whatever.
My mama laughing. Family should know.
So when you see her wig, she in transition. Pretty much, that's what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
She transitioned into another style,
another braids.
All right,
yeah. Okay.
All right. So what did they say?
They showed the clips of him saying some of the stuff that we saw. If you saw the show.
Night, comedian Chris Rock took to the stage for the wildly anticipated stand-up special that streamed live on Netflix around the world. Now, he took his time before getting to the subject of Will Smith smacking him on Oscar night, but when he got there, he really didn't hold back. Even got us in it on the act, apparently. Take a look.
I got smacked in the Oscars by this. The people I didn't hurt. It still hurts. Everybody called that man a bitch. Charlemagne called him a. The Breakfast Club called him a. And The View, my whole life I root for this. Okay? And now, I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped.
Now, Anna didn't like. She said they all loved it.
I tell you, everybody got their own little thing.
They all loved it. The good, the bad, the ugly. Mm-hmm. The good was he came out. He finally is releasing himself and telling everybody how he could still see he's angry. So that was the good. And some of them even said it's good that he waited a year. And one of the ladies said it's good that it's right before the Oscars. Because Oscars is next week.
Yeah, he had to go before the Oscars.
So that was nice. And then another person said it's good that he getting a lot of money for this. This is Netflix paying him over, $40 million?
Yeah.
He's making a lot for this. So make the money off of it. Do your thing. Do you. So that was like the good points from it. The good points from it meaning that he utilized his comedy, which he has to do because that's what he does. And he did it very well, very effective. The bad, they felt that, what was some of the things that she said? The bad was, one did say as far as waiting so long. Mm-hmm. We would have wanted you to do it earlier, but they had pros and cons with that. I'm trying to think. Ugly, really, I can't think of bad, but ugly was a few of them said, because I even kind of went, ooh, when he talked about abortions. And he talked about, paying for them. Mm-hmm. So I cringed on that. It's a joke. I know, but jokes is like art.
Right,
so you either like it or you don't. Some
people not gonna like it.
You may kind of smile and chuckle, or you may not smile at all. Like, really? You can leave that one alone. That ain't funny. That ain't funny. And there were a few that ain't funny moments. Anna said she didn't like the fact that he did. I thought Emancipation example was funny because I told my sister even before his whole comedy.
Some people don't like slave jokes.
They don't like that, and she don't like anything dealing with Emmett Till, anything like that, because that's historically an ugly event.
Did he say something about Emmett Till?
No, she was just using it as an example, and that was one of the things she didn't like. She said he owned it though. Alyssa said he owned the narrative now because the night of the slap,
he didn't say
he couldn't say anything. Sarah talked about she appreciated him saying my mom as far as his teachings, and she took it as he's raising children, he's been raised, we don't do that ugliness in front of people. And even Sonny said his mom said in front of white people. Anna said it's kind of sarcastic, it's kind of ironic that he don't do that in front of white people, but yet he told his truth and ugliness in front of white people.
That was a joke.
No, that's what I'm saying. That people have their own opinions. That's the only thing. That was one of the things that she said. She said it's ironic that he don't hit nobody in front of white people, but yet he does it with the words. He does it with the comedy. That's hitting somebody low below the belt. Whoopi noticed he didn't call the name out of Jada. He just said he talked about her.
He called her a B.
He didn't say her name.
No. But we knew he was talking about her.
And Sarah said, I never knew Jada was the one that started all of this.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Don't wait till you get through all of that.
So they had good points and bad points of it, but overall, they all were like, yes. Anna said he had me peeing, talking about old woman, dating older woman versus younger woman. It was other things that they all brought out that they felt like he was being himself. Whoopi said there's nothing that he can do wrong because she loves,
she loves Chris Rock.
His comedy.
Yeah.
She just hopes that maybe one day he and Will be in a movie. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
If you pay him enough money.
Time will tell. She said, you can always say there's a very little that Chris does that she would not appreciate. His ability to say what he says is great. The situation is never going to find a good way to calm down.
Right.
There's no justification for what has happened. No amount of apologies. Time will tell. That was good. She said that, though.
Okay, so they all said that. So before I get into mine, let's see. Going back, Wendy said Trump. When we were talking about Trump. I thought they were new braids, so that's what you clarified.
Oh, no, I can't wear this.
Wendy said, Jada said when she sees Chris Rock, she is going to slap him. And Emerald says, I really enjoyed Chris stand-up. I am glad to see him doing his thing. Okay, so this is my take on it. Okay. First of all, you have to know Chris Rock's the type of comedian that he is.
You said that he's kind of changed.
Well,
from the beginning,
this was a blend of old Chris Rock and new Chris Rock.
Okay.
So the old edgy Chris Rock always talked about race and all of that.
Okay.
All of his, the black concert he had, all of that. He always talked about black people and white people. Called white people crackers. Cracker, all of that. That's always been Chris Rock. Okay. So if you don't like Chris Rock, you're not gonna like his
delivery of his topics.
Yeah, because that's the way that he does.
Don't you think people were really, really waiting to see him talk about?
I think most people that watched that, some of them didn't even care about Chris Rock. They were basically watching because they wanted to see what he had to say about Chris Rock. About Will Smith. So before we get to that, I love what he had to say about
his different topics.
About Meghan Markle.
Oh, yes.
Everybody was tired of Meghan Markle.
Crying boo-hoo.
All of a sudden, and we talked about this before we saw the Chris Rock special. All of a sudden, she wakes up and she's black. She never experienced nothing. This is it's like
that was her racism.
I can't believe it. And then I love when he said, "You married into the royal family."
They're
the architects.
They're the foundation of racism and slavery and all of that.
We got on boats to come here to get away from the King of England.
Thank you.
So for her to marry into the royal family
and think that they're going to think differently
and think they just going to be like, welcome to the barbecue.
Welcome, girlfriend. Welcome.
Girl, nah.
What color your baby going to be, I wonder?
And I love when he said that part isn't racism. Black people want to know what color the baby gonna be.
We look behind the ears, how light the baby gonna be. Is he gonna be like his daddy's complexion?
We look at
everything. That's Uncle Joe right there. He dark. He's so chocolate.
We look at everything.
Like a Hershey bar.
Right. So I thought that was good. Okay. I liked when he talked about I like when he went into talking about his family, and his daughter Lola biting people. Yeah, that's the new Chris Rock. Oh, the one talking about the dating and the kids
back out there now dating young girls versus older women.
Yeah, I'm not so edgy right now. I'm going to see. I think what I felt like he was doing was I'm going to get back out here and I want to try this material out and I want to see what hits.
Where it takes me.
And he's been, if you listen to people who've been going to his concerts, he's been throwing this material out.
Oh, okay.
So he's trying to see what
I wonder, did he throw it out right after that incident in the Oscars? Because they said his ticket sales went skyrocket.
And he knows he's making money off of this. And Will is now making money off of this.
I know.
So they both are making money off of this slap.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the fact that, he really went into the Kardashians.
Oh, I don't know. Was that
like, do you think a long time on the Kardashians?
The comments made would upset them?
No, I don't think he said
the Chris taking everybody.
He didn't say anything bad. I don't feel.
You don't think
that they haven't heard already about black men and they take everybody.
Everybody.
Now the men who they were talking about may have something to say.
Be hurt. Okay.
Kanye may have something to say about him saying crazy.
Crazy.
You just
drugs.
Everything.
The basketball player.
Well, we know him. Yeah. Oh, Lamar Odom. But the crazy. I think Kanye may take exception to that.
Yeah, he did say that. Okay.
And I think that, so you may
they even take Caitlyn.
Everybody, he said that. Everybody.
Okay.
Anybody, welcome the Kris Jenner family. Come on in, the Kardashians.
Come on in.
So I thought that was interesting.
Okay, and their dad and how it all stemmed from the dad.
Now something controversial.
Some people may get upset about the fact that they're cursed because of the dad's involvement with helping OJ to get free.
No, some people might be cursed. Some people might, let me say cursed. Some people might be upset at the fact that he said O.J. Simpson is guilty. He said he got off a murder.
He got off a murder for murdering 2 white people, he said.
Yeah, he didn't say, because he got off.
Yes, he did.
So to say he's a murderer.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
See, that's what I was telling you at the time when they did the whole thing with O.J. Simpson when I was at my job. People were mad. Black folks didn't care.
No.
Because they felt like there's so many rich other famous people who have gotten off with more than that.
Yeah.
Let OJ go.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't care about OJ Simpson.
I don't either.
The thing is that it was interesting that he said he was guilty.
Yeah,
and that Robert Kardashian got him off. And that God cursed them from this day forward because they let that black man
family
off.
will be with a black man every time.
Not a black man, a crazy
one.
And
or drugs.
The worst black man in the world. One. They're going to get every black man that nobody else wants.
Right, there you go.
So I thought that was interesting.
So that is controversial.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how he talked about how his daughter, both of them, grew up rich, and
she's in Paris now studying.
He felt like they was spoiled. Yeah. So he wanted his daughter to feel getting kicked out of school because he knew that had she not, she would have probably turned it to something else.
Thank you. And he sounds similar to Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
because they asked Steve Harvey about the what's the word where your kids are privileged kind of thing, and Steve Harvey said they won't learn because they won't understand because they born with the silver spoon in their mouth.
Well, Steve Harvey's stepdaughter Laura, she is spoiled. She's not gonna know.
Yeah,
nothing.
He said they won't understand. So
I thought that was good.
I get Chris.
There were sections that were slow. He was slow in some sections.
I know.
But he's rusty.
I know. I felt that too. I felt kind of bad.
He felt, and you can also feel. I felt he looked like he was gonna cry.
Yes,
he looked like
there was
hurt.
A moment that
when Will Smith. I think people don't realize this. When Will Smith slapped him, you got to understand. Chris Rock was bullied.
Yes,
so he was always the skinny little kid,
the rump,
that got bullied in school. That's why everybody hates Chris. It's loosely based on him.
Yes, it is.
Chased home from school. His brothers always had to take up for him.
Hates Chris.
And you notice even in this situation, his brothers wanted to come to his defense, and he was like, "No, I don't want," because his brothers are ghetto.
Oh yeah,
and they was gonna beat up Will Smith. They was looking for him,
knock him and Jada down.
And so he was like, "No, don't. Let me take care of this." He still goes
heard about it,
but he still goes to counseling about what happened to him when he was young.
Oh,
so he's still feeling it. So to me, I felt like he didn't want to address it. Yeah, but you wouldn't have got that Netflix special if you had not addressed that. Yeah. So he had to address it.
Speak to it, and in whatever way you felt to speak to it as a comedian.
Now, people took exception to the fact that he was on Jada more than he was on Will.
But he gave reason for it.
But wait, that's what I'm saying. He was on Jada way more than he was Will coming up and slapping him.
Exactly.
And the reason why I believe is because he said when he posted the first time the Oscars, Jada went after him. She went after him because they was boycotting.
He was hosting it
when
she was upset, but boycotting because he wasn't nominated for concussion. And everybody was saying in their own opinion, what does he, as a host, got to do with? They felt like he should have said, "No, I'm not going to do the job."
But Jada went after him.
Yes, she did.
But in my opinion, I do feel there was a part he did go too heavy on Jada, and he didn't go as heavy on Will. And in my opinion, Will is a grown ass man.
Yes.
Nobody told him to walk up on stage and slap him. Yeah. I don't care what he was talking about.
Right.
Like he said, everybody was calling him a B.
Yeah.
That was about Will.
Yeah.
That was not about Jada.
Right.
That was about Will and his ego, and for him to walk up on stage and do that.
He did it because he could take advantage of it. I laughed because at the after show show when what's the comedian? They had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They had what's the comedian that be on Curb Your Enthusiasm? When he pretended, he said
JB Smoove.
JB said if Kareem was on stage, because he wouldn't do that with anybody else. Yeah. If Kareem was on stage,
nobody.
He was 7 foot. He put that foot up and go, oh no.
Well, that's what he said. He said everybody was calling you a B. Yeah. But the one you came up to slap was the one you knew you can beat up.
Exactly.
And that's why I said it looked like he was gonna cry, and he, But here's my thing. Even with Will going up, we all know it was bad for Will to do that. It's over his ego. Yeah. It's done. It's over. Chris has got to get over this.
I don't know though.
He's holding on to childhood trauma.
Kim, in my opinion, that's easier said than done if you've been the joke of as growing up. Yeah. That's rooted in your spirit. It's rooted in him. Yeah. And he probably hasn't gotten healed from it. No. And to be honest, how many people were watching that show? Millions. He got embarrassed.
That's the other thing, I think.
I'm embarrassed. I think this man has hit me in public. I feel so bad.
I think the other problem is that he didn't do anything when he hit him. And so a lot of people was like, you let him just come up and slap you like that and you didn't do nothing? Yeah. I think that's what made people feel like you are still a wimp. Yeah. You still that wimpy kid back in school.
And you wonder what would have happened if he did hit him back.
I agree with JB Smoove. Now, if you watch JB Smoove, it's good he didn't, because it would have been two Negroes on stage fighting.
And they wouldn't even look at the fact that that Will came up to slap him. They would just look at both of them
they would have said two Negroes destroyed the Oscars fighting. He said the show would have shut down. Yeah, there would have been no way you could have kept going after a brawl where they would have knocked over stuff all on the stage.
And I think, like you said earlier, Will knew that wouldn't happen.
So that was wrong.
He knows Chris. Yeah. He knows Chris' background. He knows how he's probably in the circle of Chris as a friend. Yeah. Knows that he's always back down to bullying.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
He knew Chris was not gonna respond. Yeah. That's why he felt like, that's my lick. I can boom now.
And it's wrong. To me, it was wrong what Will Smith did.
And continue to yell at him.
Yeah. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Yeah. Even though we all know it's not about your wife. It was about you.
Thank you.
But I just felt like I do agree with people that said that he did come down really hard on Jada, because it was Will who slapped him. Jada didn't slap him. Right. Will slapped him. So to me, that's who your target should have been mostly on. Yeah. Now he went into the entanglement. Yeah. And her having, And
I didn't know from what the ladies on The View said. Sonny said that when Will and Jada got married, Will is from a conventional marriage, and he's from mom and dad raising you. Yeah. And Jada didn't want that. Jada came. Her upbringing was like how they bringing their kids up, and you see how that's happened. What's working there?
All right, so we got here. Wendy says, "I don't see any way for reconciliation. I don't either. I'll be surprised maybe years later from now." True says, "Hey, True, I'm no fan of Chris Rock, but I thought the special was surprisingly funny." Wendy says, it's sad that he was crying. It's sad I don't see any room for a reconciliation. True says, where was the after show? Oh, it played right after.
You said it was one before, too.
And it was a pre-show, too.
With Leslie Jones and them?
Yeah, and Scooby-Doo says, sick, but I'm here. Hey, Scooby.
The after show was good because they talked about some of the things we're talking about now. With the how blacks are with the color, the dark skin, how you look behind the ears. And one of the ladies was from Africa. And I think, Arsenio Hall had asked her, what y'all doing? She said, we all check. Black. We don't check. We all black.
Kiki says, hello, sisters. Hey, y'all. Scooby-Doo says, I am sick of the slap. They act like Will killed him. That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, everybody making money off of it. We got it. Chris did. We was waiting on Chris to do his Netflix special, and he did. And he did it the right time because the Oscars is going to come up. Right. But get ready, Scooby, because we're going to hear about the slap because of the Oscars.
Jimmy Kimmel. I bet you. I don't know why I'm thinking in my head for some reason.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel.
No, he don't even have to say anything. For some reason, I think something's going to happen where things come around the stage to keep people from coming up, and it's going to be the comment on that. We're just making sure that none of y'all come up here and hit me in the face. If they're going to have some kind of way they're going to make light of it.
Jimmy Kimmel is definitely going to have to address that.
He said, y'all been not, he going to come out with some kind of a guard thing. Something's going to happen that's going to take us back to last year.
He's going to address it. If I was Will, I would not address it. I would leave it alone.
What do you mean if you was Will?
I wouldn't come back and say nothing about this special.
Oh, on any social media outlets?
But actually, Will did, y'all. If you go and look on his Instagram.
What did he say? About Chris's
He
show?
didn't say nothing, but this is what Will did.
He needs to just be quiet.
He's not. There was this girl who did some TikTok that said objects, if you look at them long enough or something along those lines, you can hear them tell you what they think about you. It was a crazy lady. And she was going viral. And so, and he played her video. If you hold an object up and look at it long enough, you can hear in your mind, your psychic mind, that object will tell you what it thinks about you.
Okay.
And we'll listen to her. And then he held up the Oscar and looked at it. That's on his Instagram. So that's his answer. He's answering back. He's not leaving the Oscar alone, but he's probably saying, if I can think about what this Oscar is thinking about me, what is this Oscar saying to me? You messed up the night, you stupid, you idiot. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So that was his answer back, I guess, on what's been going on.
Oh, okay.
But if you go to
see it that way till you said something.
If you go to Will Smith's Instagram, should I go to
what that would that object say to him? Which would be the Oscar award itself?
Yeah. What would that? What is it? Objects? Those objects.
Inanimate objects.
What they think of you?
Oh.
See, you already. I don't want to do
switch.
Yeah. I didn't know we didn't have no thing up already. That's all right. Forget it.
Yeah.
All right. I thought you was already signed in under ours. Oh, I guess I could go under yours. It don't matter. Does it matter? This don't matter. Hold on. But if I could show it, you in that afro. Why you always got a picture with the afro? She loved his picture.
I like my afro.
With her and this afro. All right. Will Smith. SMITH. Okay, let's see. He got 62 million followers. 62 million.
No, Will Smith, Ma.
Oh, did he take it down? He might have taken it down.
Did he take it down?
Oh, here it is. Can I hear it? Where?
Below.
Oh.
But it will change your life. And by change your life, I mean it will make your life so much more interesting and fun. Did you know that you can pick any object, look at it, and ask it what it thinks of you? So, for example, you can pick up a pen and ask it how it sees you or what it thinks of you, and you will get an answer in your mind from your intuition. You can ask your car what it thinks of you. You can even ask money what it thinks of you. I'm going to tell you something fucking crazy.
So what is he saying there? What do you think? What do you think he's saying?
Am I missing her? What she said?
Any object?
No. Because you can look at this either way. If you look at an object and it can tell you what it thinks of you, it can be good things of you.
Right,
it can be bad things of you. So is he thinking as being funny? It's saying bad things or good things like I am an Academy Award winner.
But I'm saying his face.
I made some good movies.
But he's an actor. So his face didn't tell you which way he was thinking at that
That's
Oscar.
what I'm trying to say. So you can look at that as really do.
Is he looking at it as the Oscar saying, it don't matter what they saying, you still got me?
Still got you, yeah. You still deserve me.
Is it saying you don't deserve me? Is it saying
you messed it up at the event and you should never show your face again?
Or is it saying you messed up the event but you still got me?
And that's what I'm saying. It depends on how you.
So that's why it's over. Chris did his Netflix. Will
got his 40 million or whatever.
And Will answered with his Oscar, looking at the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
It's done.
I don't think it's done until after the Academy, you guys.
Well, no. That's what I told Scooby.
Let's wait till after Sunday when all the jokes has been out there and we're reminiscing last year because we got to do last year's stuff.
Yeah.
Once Sunday is over, midnight, then we can all go.
Is the Oscars this Sunday?
I think it's this Sunday.
Okay. So we'll see y'all.
Okay.
Kiki says, I didn't see the after show. Emerald says, I missed the after show too. It was funny.
Go back. How would they be able to see it?
I don't know how y'all can go back.
It was funny. JB Smoove and them was funny.
Wendy says he already did. He is sewing. Chris will send you a video. Something. Scooby-Doo says, what is the difference if he slapped him at the Oscar crap show or on the street? Same thing. Scooby-Doo says they want his career ruined because he had a human moment. Right. But it's over. Nobody, I think people move past it. Mm-hmm. When Bad Boys comes out, nobody gonna be thinking about that again.
Exactly.
But I do agree, Chris did have the right to do a.
That was his way of
releasing,
and I still think he's angry.
Yeah, he said. Well, your last line of
he said it still hurt.
His last line, he said he heard "Summertime." People said, did it hurt? Summertime. He said it still hurt. I hear "Summertime." And living easy. That was funny. That was a funny part.
Okay.
But the end line of the show was, I didn't get it. That was stale.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sarah's take on that was not to fight in front of white people.
I think he was being funny. I think he wanted to keep going, but I think he looked like he was going to cry. I think he was done.
Because Sarah was like, in her opinion, she felt referencing that shows that it goes back to his parents and how he was raised, as far as respecting and he and being a role model.
Yeah.
He's raising kids. He's a role model for them.
Right.
So she kind of went deeper into it.
Yeah.
But Sonny just pretty much said, his mom said not to fight in front of white people.
Wendy says, Will is going to sue Chris. And Scooby-Doo says sue him for what? Will ain't suing nobody. Because Chris can still put him.
Jada should be the one that acts crazy.
Well, technically, Chris can still put him on charges for assault.
Yeah, assault.
So Chris,
that's a time.
Will
is
not suing anybody when you assaulted somebody in front of millions of people.
Well, the after show when Arsenio was being funny, asking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, what was your take on the comments he made about Jada? And he didn't answer.
Yeah, nobody said nothing. Yeah, nobody said nothing. Wendy said slander. Yeah, nah.
Because everybody
assault trumps slander.
Yeah.
Assault trumps slander. If I call you a name and you come over and punch me in the face and then I have mental issues for the rest of my life and have to go to the doctor, the judge is not even going to care that I called you a name anymore.
Right.
They're going to be like, you couldn't call him a name back or something?
Right. It's almost like what Judge Mathis would say, you bring in a gun to a knife fight.
Yeah, no. Slander, no.
It needs to be the same level of, word for word, whatever.
Yeah. No, he won't, Wendy. She said, I will send you the video. Slander, I did not say it. He said it. So if he said it, then he's wrong.
Oh, we don't know which direction they're going to go with this. The only person really from that night of the comedy that should be a little upset or a little uncomfortable is Jada.
Yeah.
Because Will, he didn't really say much, about Will. He just said it hurts still.
And if there's a video that Will or Jada is going to sue Chris for
it
slander,
would be Jada doing it, not Will.
That's the dumbest move in the world.
Yeah, and they put their mess out there. So that's
the
slander.
Dumbest move in the world.
It's not. They even talked about it on the news.
You told everybody about the entanglement.
Laid it open.
You told everybody you slept with your son, son's friend.
Oh, that's slander because you said I slept with my son's friend.
You told me. Yeah, and you put it all on the red table, and you brought Will.
Slander.
And you brought Will onto the red table and discussed it.
Yes,
you talked about
slander
the affair.
is actually lying, like you got pregnant from it, or
now
OJ
could sue.
Yeah, OJ.
OJ can sue because he said murderer. He said you let a murderer get off. But comedy is different.
Yeah.
Comedy's different.
Yeah.
You can talk to your son about that, Wendy. Comics,
you said your son's a comedian, right?
Yeah, comedians, we get, we're a little different with the law.
They have grace.
We have a lot of grace.
Crossing the line of...
And when we tell stories, they don't necessarily have to be true.
Right, they're fabricated, they're built up.
And we can lie about you. Mm-hmm. As long as it's put in a comedic format, they'll let us get away with it.
Yeah.
So comedy is a little different. Yeah. So, all right, move on. Glorilla. Now we talked about Glorilla. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we talked about her before. You didn't know who she was. Now you know who Glorilla is.
I know who she is now.
So when you heard about this death at her concert, you knew what she was.
It wasn't with that whole stampede with the wig coming off, was it?
No. This is something. This just happened. Oh. 1 dead, 9 injured following a stampede at Glorilla's concert.
This is another concert.
This is brand new.
Because the one concert where her wig got pulled off,
that's different.
The fact is that she threw herself in the audience.
That's different.
Did she do the same thing in this one?
No, this is different.
Okay.
Yeah. The ordeal unfolded on Sunday evening as the FNF Let's Go rapper linked up with Finesse 2 times for a show at the Rochester Main Street Armory. During the performance, AP reports that the concert goers began to rush towards the exit in response to what they believe to be gunshots. However, the police determined there wasn't any. Somebody probably did something and made a noise or something. Smith notes that authorities do not have any evidence of gunshots being fired or of anyone being shot or stabbed at the scene. In spite of there being no evidence of gunfire, a stampede ensued. Shortly after 11 p.m., first responders found 3 critically injured women upon arrival to the scene and 1 victim, aged 33. She passed away from the stampede. In addition to the surviving 2 women in critical condition, 7 others were transported to nearby hospitals to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Once Glorilla got word of the incident, she acknowledged it on Twitter by noting that she's praying for those affected. Yeah. I'm just now hearing about what happened at WTF, praying everybody is okay. So that's the latest that happened. Something is always happening at her concert.
That's not good. And then people probably, I don't know, do people feel like if this is continue to happen, maybe I won't go.
Right. Let's see. Wendy says, I'll send you the video. This is the Will Smith thing. Scooby-Doo says, I heard people in Chris' old neighborhood talked about him, saying that they knew he was still a punk. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That old childhood thing. And Wendy says, I did not say it. I agree with you. Okay.
All
right, y'all. But pray for these people that's going to Glorilla's concert, because every single time they go to Glorilla's concert, something happens.
You mean every time?
Something either happens to her or something that happens to the audience.
Yeah,
she had a jacket thrown on her at one. She had a drink thrown at her at another concert. She got her wig snatched off at the other one. No, was that a concert?
Was that a thing where she had to show up and they paid for her to show up and they wanted her to sing?
That was the other one. The other one. Where, yeah.
They was mad because she didn't even sing anything.
Right. All right, this thing.
Well, if they're attracting that kind of crowd, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to tell you.
Let me make this thing. This thing be moving so much. Okay. But what was I getting ready to say
about her and the people? Her concerts always attracting folks.
Yes. So pray for the people. I guess I hope.
Unfortunate that your child or your family member is passed away because they went to a concert.
For all the real chicks corner, she says. So now I know the topic and I'm out. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Colorado police investigating Ja Morant. Now everybody's been talking about this basketball player.
What's going on?
This is the same basketball player who they said beat up a 17-year-old and showed his gun to the 17-year-old.
They showed it on video?
No, this is just the same guy. He's always in trouble.
Okay.
Always. He don't know whether he want to play basketball or be Tupac. He don't know what he want to do.
He better make that decision real quick.
This is somebody who is...
Maybe jail time would help him.
A major basketball player in the NBA, and he gangster. So we don't know. Does he want to be gangster or does he want to be a basketball player?
Remember that. Well, he's one now, right? He wants to
He's a
continue
basketball player.
Remember?
But the latest, he went on the Instagram and was flashing his gun on Instagram and being gangster.
Remember that character that T.I. played in the American Gangster?
Oh.
That Denzel Washington played as the guy that one big cocaine dealer. Made a lot of money because he was getting it straight from Vietnam. T.I. had a good arm because Common played his dad playing baseball. He could play major league. He's big for it. He took the life of criminal and doing drug dealing.
That's this guy.
Over playing baseball.
This guy, and let me tell you, I blame his mom. Let me tell you why. She got into an altercation with the 17-year-old where he was talking her down or whatever. She called her son. She called him. And they came, and him and his friends, and beat up the boy. Why would you call your NBA son?
Why would you put him in jeopardy?
Why would
like
you
that?
put his career in jeopardy?
Because you want to take care of some business. Maybe that's
so that means she ghetto
the lack of integrity
she ghetto
that
too.
he was raised with.
Yeah, she ghetto.
Like mama, like son.
And you know how many men are either in prison or dead because some stupid chicken head woman called and said, "Oh, he talked to me a certain. You gonna let him talk to me that way in a club or a bar or something?"
Do they not know, as NBA players, as football, NFL players, any sport that is paying them big money? Do you know how many kids is trying to get in the big leagues like you? How many kids is trying to be an NBA player like you, and you messing up because you mad and angry and want to beat somebody up?
Even the guys that's not NBA players. I'm saying it's a lot of women who get guys in trouble.
No,
because they
looking at it on that side.
Yeah,
as well.
it's like the damsel in distress.
I'm just saying.
But he's an idiot. He's a dumb
I'm just using that part of it because I'm used. Of course, I'm not belittling the side of the females and a lot of them causing the trouble because they just had on Inside Edition the videotaping of the young lady dating a football. I think she was married to him. I'm not sure. And they was showing the abuse. He was pushed her into a TV. He's a football player. They came and arrested him real quick in front of the baby.
What's
wrong with people?
Police in Colorado said Monday they are investigating Ja Morant's actions from the weekend after the Memphis Grizzlies star posted on Instagram, they love the Instagram, a live video in which he displayed what appeared to be a gun while at a nightclub. And you're not even supposed to have guns in the nightclub. So not only is he on Instagram, he's showing that he brought a gun into a nightclub that you're not supposed to have a gun.
Thank you.
And they probably didn't search him because he's famous.
Yes.
The Glendale Police Department confirmed the incident took place at a bar in Glendale, a small enclave surrounded by Denver, known for its strip clubs and shopping centers. The department said it is investigating whether Morant might have broken any gun laws. And he's already being investigated now for showing the gun to the 17-year-old, said he was going to shoot him.
Oh, no. See,
NBA rules prohibit a player from possessing a firearm while on team property or traveling on a team business.
What is wrong with him?
In the video live streamed by Morant, it is not clear whether he is intoxicated, but others are shown drinking. So not only that, you're playing, so you're traveling, so you're doing team business. And in their law books,
you're on their clock
books,
now.
It says you're not supposed to have a gun.
You're on their clock. So you would think, like even on your job, you don't do what is wrong with him?
True says Jay Morant done ruined his team's chance for the playoffs. And True says the last month he was investigated for his entourage pointing a laser, possibly a gun, at the Pacers team bus. That was his entourage. I heard about that.
Maybe he need to spend some time in jail
and then
figure out his career move.
Today they said he may have brought the gun on the team plane.
He needs to sit down for a while and figure out that's the lifestyle he wants to go. Because if he's in prison, he has no choice for NBA anymore. What is wrong with dude? I'm sure, dude.
That's ridiculous.
You are an NBA player.
Thank you.
You got
and there's so many guys who want that.
That's what I just said.
It's so many.
You repeating exactly what I said. That's what hurts me is that so many people want that spot, and you acting stupid with the spot.
They'll give it to him. He gonna get gone. Let's just hope that it was a play gun, not real.
I'm sure it was.
Wendy says, "I'll text you the video on Will suing Chris." Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, new house.
Oh, new house, eh? Well, you should definitely shout.
Okay.
Wow.
Michael B. Jordan. All right, Emerald. Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors can't keep their eyes off a reporter's viral whacking. I'm not going to read the whole story, but basically it's being interviewed by a black woman. Okay.
Okay.
And when she interviewed them, they was happy to see her because apparently she's attractive. And then when she got up to walk away, they both was looking at her butt. The cameras caught it.
Okay, was that the look right there?
No.
Okay.
But they was both looking. I think it made news because Michael B. Jordan. Nobody expects him to look at a black woman's butt.
I know. Not that corny man. He's corny.
Well, they said he corny.
Yes.
But they was so obvious. And they was like,
sometimes you do things too when it's more than you.
But hold on.
Who's to say he would have done that if he was by himself?
But people were saying, is it wrong? They men. So they gonna look.
Yeah, they gonna look. But they gotta be careful with that.
The camera kept going.
They have to be careful with that.
And they was looking for a long time, like as she walked away.
Right. Because guys are trying to be really careful. I think they got away with it. Nobody said anything. Athletes with women, reporters near the rooms that they were getting dressed in, and anybody, a woman, female around the man, they got to be careful on how they communicate with her.
Emerald says,
I'm surprised they got away with it.
Emerald says, no, they didn't get away with it. That's what I'm saying. They've been talking about it.
Oh, they haven't? Okay.
No, everybody been talking about it. It's on the news right here.
I'm thinking they got away with it.
No, it's right here. It's on the news.
Okay.
Emerald says, he can look at me. I am available. But
what's the word when I'm saying when people do this to women? You know what word I'm thinking of when you just about their bodies and their looks and how they walk and how their hair moving. A lot of women don't like being done like that way, treated that way when they're reporters.
So she said, after this went viral, this video, I received so many new followers as she gave the new folks a little background about herself. In the comments, one person wrote, "Girl, and to think I was watching your reviews on Euphoria just the other day. Go on ahead and snag Jonathan up for the culture. Girl, you have bragging rights for life," wrote another person. "My chest would be poked out from here on out. Not only are you a beautiful full-figured woman," yeah, she was full-figured.
Oh, she was?
"You're a beautiful full-figured woman, but you were fully dressed and you had two of the hottest actors looking at you."
Lovely.
They was looking at her.
Whatever. Okay.
Well, she full-figured. They had a lot to look at.
I have no idea what she looks like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You have a picture of her?
She thick. She thick. She not real big, but she thick.
Okay.
She thick.
It'd be nice to look at a picture.
I'll
Google later.
Enough for them to look at her when she walk away.
That's why I want to know what she looks like for them to stop and look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wendy says she texted us. Creed made $59 million.
Since you texting stuff, Wendy, sending stuff, send us what this lady looked like. The person that interviewed her that's causing this stir.
Okay. DJ Envy doubles down on Angela Yee's comments, but Charlamagne the God remains tight-lipped. Angela Yee was on what's that one you like? The lady with the short hair. She has a talk show. You know who I'm talking about. She was on
Tamra Hall.
Tamra Hall. And Tamra Hall was talking about how Angela felt being the only woman with Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy. And a lot of times Charlamagne would say stuff really bad. And because Charlamagne used to be worse. He would say things that, make women cry, and he made Little Mama cry, calling her ugly and stuff. He used to be really bad.
That's mean.
And so she was asking, how do you feel being the only female around these two men with this testosterone, And Angela said it was difficult because she was the only female, and there was nobody there, producers or anybody. She was the only female, so she felt like she was alone and she wasn't supported or something along those lines. Well, DJ Envy and them got a hold of that, and they said that's lies. That's not true. There are plenty of women that work at the Breakfast Club, and there's women producers. So for you to say that you're the only woman, that's just not true. That make it seem like you all up against all these men and there was nothing you could do. And Little Mama came out, the rapper, and she said Angela Yee is lying because there was times I was in the room and she was almost co-signing all the stuff that they were saying. And she didn't make me feel comfortable as a woman or a woman of color.
Now she claiming she don't
and
feel
so
comfortable.
she's saying Angela Yee is making it seem like she was the victim, where she was kind of putting in stuff too, putting in work on punchlines and stuff.
Okay, kind of going on with the Boys Club.
So today on the Breakfast Club, they brought it up again, of course, because Angela Yee was on Tamara Hall show. DJ Envy doubled down and said, I still say that wasn't true, what she said. And Charlamagne didn't say nothing. They said, Charlamagne, what do you have to say? He was like, because Charlamagne and Angela Yee don't get along.
Right.
So he didn't say nothing. He just said, I'm going to stay out of it.
Okay.
And DJ Envy said that him and Angela Yee squashed the beef because one of the female producers actually called Angela Yee and put her on the phone with him and said that the women that work at the Breakfast Club really didn't appreciate her saying that. And she said she misspoke. She was saying in the studio with those, like she the only woman with these two men
in there.
Right. So she said she's going to clear it up on her show. Nobody watches her show.
You know one thing about...
So for her to clear it up on her show, nobody's going to watch her show.
I like women who are surrounded by men it's almost like a women at a barbershop. I love women who can do that. You can tell these women are used to being around men.
Yeah.
They got brothers, maybe, a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
And they can talk the talk. That's how much they show Monique. I know you don't like too much of her.
Yeah.
When she was on Bernie Mac's show and she was playing cards with his friends. They love Monique. Monique was tearing it down, saying comments. Oh, shut up, N-word. You don't know what you got. And they was like, okay, I got you.
Right.
She was comfortable with the men. And they could never say nothing that she couldn't come back and go, oh, you're trying to hurt my feelings.
I said Monique get on my nerves, but Monique is good.
Monique
she know how to
good.
hold her
I was
on.
just hoping that
Monique know how to hold her on.
I know, and I like when women are like that around these kind of men, no matter how mean they are, dirty they are, funny they are. And I thought from what you were telling me about her, for her to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, she left and did her own show.
But she's saying this.
But nobody liked how she said that. But it was good how they apparently they rectified
she needs to clean it up. Okay.
Apparently she's gonna clean it up on her show. The problem is nobody watches. Who's watching her show?
That's what I'm saying. Why does she leave that she's such a good name that people are going to go, oh, I got to watch her.
But then that started a quick conversation because Portia was on there from Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was the guest host on Breakfast Club.
Oh.
And they started talking about Tamara Hall. Now, you watch Tamara Hall, right? They were saying she'd be kind of shady, but she get away with it. And so DJ Envy
shady on her show.
She kind of pulled that out of Angela Yee, like she kind of shady.
She's almost a little bit like Wendy.
She get away with it.
Yeah.
Because people automatically assume Wendy is
shade all the way.
Tamara Hall shade.
Yes, she is.
She's for the ratings too.
It's funny because when Kim Burrell was on Tamara Hall's show and Kim made comments about Yolanda Adams. Tamara was like,
what? See, what? That's my friend. What? See? So she kind of, Tamara Hall, she come off as sweet.
I know.
But she not, I'm
on your side, girl.
No,
I got your back.
No, she not. So you got to watch Tamara Hall.
That's funny. Yeah, she does get away with it.
And she's starting to get a reputation where people don't want to go on her show.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
See?
That's not, how's everybody taken to Sherry's show?
I told you Sherry trying to be little,
Okay.
She trying to be.
Because she's the comedian, so that keeps people coming. And then her being on The View and movies.
Okay, we got, Wendy says, I texted to you that picture of the lady. Let's see.
Okay.
She's cute.
Yeah.
And she's full figure.
Okay.
She full figure.
Yeah, she's thick.
And they was looking.
Okay.
All right.
Not to say that would they be open to
Would they holler? They never holler in person.
I know.
Most dudes, just like Usher was with that heavy girl in the hotel, and nobody knew about it. They be hitting it on the side, but don't nobody know publicly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We know what's up. We know what's up.
Okay.
Thanks, Wendy.
Thank you.
Jay Boogie says, hi, ladies. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
And Wendy says, I am not shady. Laugh out loud. Okay.
I know. But how do you feel about you watched the show and with Angela Lee on there?
I think Angela Yee didn't like being there. I think she can't stand Charlamagne. I think she likes Envy. I think, again, she didn't, Charlamagne was like, and I think she put up with him. But I like what DJ Academic said. You ain't had no problems cashing them checks all them years.
Thank you.
Because if it was not for Charlamagne, sorry, there would not be the Breakfast Club.
How was Charlamagne?
Nobody would watch the Breakfast Club for DJ Envy and Angela Yee.
How was Charlamagne with Wendy?
He was bad. You know, Wendy is bad.
I mean, but did he do cracks on her?
No, he's her sidekick.
Just her sidekick tearing up people that she tears down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wendy said I'm not shady. Oh, not you, Wendy. Wendy Williams. And
Wendy Williams. You know, that's the queen of shade.
Wendy Williams said, Scooby-Doo said Wendy. Mm-hmm. And Wendy says, see the title of the video above the picture. And then True says, after the Gucci Man incident, they were never the same. I agree. Gucci Man, Charlamagne, here's another picture of her. Charlamagne, Sharonda Williams is her name.
Okay.
Charlamagne, Gucci Man, is he written down in your book?
Isn't Gucci Man the one that was dating Braxton?
He dated Braxton? No, you're thinking of
some man.
You thinking of Baby.
No.
You thinking of Baby? What's his Baby?
No, Tony Braxton.
Yeah, you thinking of Baby.
His name ain't Baby. It's something man.
Oh yeah. You thinking of
Don't be doing. You said Baby. It's got a man in it.
It's man. You right. Birdman.
Birdman.
There's so many babies and mans. I don't know the difference.
She ain't with no baby.
I was getting ready to say Baby Bird.
She went Birdman.
Oh my God.
I knew it was some kind of man.
Birdman.
Okay, who's this man?
This is Gucci Man.
Gucci Man.
Gucci Man.
Let me see. Oh, man.
Gucci
not
Man. M-A-N-E.
I think I have him on my list.
He's a trap rapper. Like him and T.I. always going like, who's the trap guy?
Oh, okay. Gucci.
Well, Charlamagne, he interviewed Gucci Mane. Mm-hmm. Gucci Mane called Angela Yee a B and everything else.
Oh Lord, why?
He dogged her out. He can't stand her.
Why?
And she said she didn't want him to.
Did she say something to make him feel that bad?
She was on an interview with him. And they was talking, she was doing sexual talk or something. Y'all, you probably know True. I don't know the whole story. But she was on an interview with Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
And Mane. Uh-huh. And they was doing some kind of sex talk or something. I don't know, whatever. And she was feeding into it too.
Oh.
She was making it seem like he was the pervert. Ooh. Or something along those lines. And
that's why he don't like her.
He can't stand Angela.
Okay.
So
if you're making a guy feel like a pervert, yeah.
And he's called her every name in the book.
Oh.
So Charlamagne said, I'm going to interview him on my own outside the Breakfast Club. And she was like, you're going to interview somebody who spends their time dogging me out, calling me names and B's and stuff. And Charlamagne did. So that's what True said. Ever since Charlamagne interviewed Gucci Mane, Angela Yee and Charlamagne their relationship.
Well, he was telling you pretty much then that he doesn't respect you.
But Charlamagne don't care. He'll interview anybody.
Yeah.
So he don't care.
But see, if she's secure in herself, it shouldn't matter. That's why I didn't like the fact that she did all that.
Jay Boogie says Birdman.
Birdman, yes.
And True says Baby, a.k.a. Birdman. Jay Boogie laughing. True says he used to be called Baby. Maybe that's where I got it from. He was called Baby.
I was like, that's not...
He was! I knew he was a baby.
So he was a baby first.
He was a baby before he was a Birdman.
Okay.
All right. I knew I didn't pull that out of my butt.
Why would he change his name too?
Because he don't want to be called Baby. That's a grown man.
Oh, okay. I just knew that she wasn't with no man named Baby.
True says, well, Gucci Mane said Angela basically begging to sleep with him. That's it.
What?
While they was on the show talking the sex thing, he was like, she was throwing out like she wanted me.
Hints for real?
Yeah. And Wendy says, look at the title of the video I sent you. I have to go look at that later, Wendy. Okay. And then the last but not least, Shaka Khan.
Okay.
Shaka Khan apologizes for dissing Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Adele, and Mary J. Blige after discovering the rank that she ranked lower.
She did the other ladies' names too, Adele and stuff.
Yeah, she talked about everybody.
Oh,
but she came back and somebody got to her. This ain't the 70s no more, Shaka. You get canceled,
and you ain't. Hopefully, you ain't on high on nothing,
and you get canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Social media is big time now.
Now, she said in her social medias, you know, somebody wrote this for her. Recently, I was asked about a list of the greatest singers of all time, and instead of questioning the need for such a list, I was pitted against other artists, and I took the bait. She's a liar. She was not pitted against anybody. Mm-mm. We listened to that interview. He simply asked you about the list, and you went into a whole big old thing about people got to be blind, deaf, and dumb
that was
to
you.
Think that any of them was better than you.
There was nobody pulling you in any direction. You came out like full
As
blast.
artists, we are unfairly put into boxes, categories, or on lists. Being an artist or musician is not a competition. It's a gift, for which I am truly grateful. It was not my intention to cause pain or upset anyone. To anyone that felt this way, I sincerely apologize. They probably felt bad because she dogged them out. Thank you for all the love everyone has shown me unconditionally. I have always been about empowering others, and I started a foundation for that very purpose. I will be announcing soon. Thank you. That's good.
Okay.
Empowering all artists is most important because we truly are the architects of change, and change begins within the heart. I love you all, and God bless Shaka.
Now I feel comfortable saying that she's my soror, my Zeta sister. Because at first I was like, ooh.
And then, let me see what y'all said. Shaka and Aretha were the queens of shade. Aretha Franklin, for sure. Mm-hmm. And True says, I'm surprised she backtracked. She in a different time now.
She is Zeta now.
No, she's in a different time.
No, I'm just saying that. Yeah. I'm being funny.
Scooby-Doo says Mary is not a great singer. Well, that's what Shaka said. And you saw she had to recant that.
But it goes back to my comment about what we feel is a good singer and what we feel is not.
Okay.
I don't know, again, what the Rolling Stones criteria was.
Yeah.
When they numbered each of these artists. And some artists on there, you're like, what? But it's like art. It's subjective if you think they can sing or not.
Your donkey of the day, because you always want to know who the donkey of the day is, right? I told them I didn't want kids. Man with 7 baby mamas gives clarification. This man said he don't take care of none of them's kids. Okay. He told them he didn't want no kids.
Yeah.
And so for you to lay down with a man that tell you he don't want no kids, you had a baby, you take care of the baby. That's what he was saying.
Oh my goodness.
Young Black American man justified how he ended up with 7 baby mamas and 7 children while stating he never wanted any other pregnancies. A video making the rounds on social media captured a man emphasizing how women refuse to take responsibility for their actions. What about you?
They can still come at him for child support.
Thank you.
I don't care how many babies he don't want to have.
What does the baby have to do with the stupidness of the parents?
Yeah, because Negro, you got 7 kids. They gonna come at you, or otherwise you're gonna sit in prison.
He argued that he empathetically tells the women he makes out with that he does not want a child, but all his 7 baby mamas stated they don't mind keeping the child. The young man insisted that a woman's body is her choice to make the same way it is his choice to not be a father.
And it's also your responsibility to take care of yourself so you won't get nobody pregnant.
Why don't you get a vasectomy?
Thank you.
If you don't want any children and you feel a woman has the right to make the choice on whether she wants to over her body.
Thank you.
You have the right over your body to not have children. And guess what that is, mister?
It's a simple procedure.
It's a vasectomy.
Same day, and it's reversible. So go get it.
Thank you. And these men who say,
Father Abraham.
well, I told her I didn't want to have any kids, so if she get pregnant, that's her.
And then
what does the child have to do with the fact that both parents are numbskulls?
You still need to pay. You still need to pay.
Who got to pay for your child?
And another thing too, what if she's tried different contraceptives and they make her sick? She can't do it.
Thank you.
What is wrong with you?
Now, I agree with you that she's a numbskull.
Okay.
If you met a man that's telling you, I'm going to sleep with you. If you get pregnant, don't call me.
You on your own, yeah.
And I'm for real, don't call me.
Yeah, he ain't all that.
And she still want to lay down with you and get pregnant. Then she wants the baby without
I can
you.
see if he look like Shamar.
Thank you.
No. What is,
any man that says that, I told her I didn't want no kids. They keep forgetting child support is not about the mom.
Right.
It's about the child.
Yes.
That child didn't ask to be born.
Thank you.
That child didn't ask to have two idiots as parents.
And you needed to do all you could to make sure it didn't happen.
So have a vasectomy.
Thank you.
Or put a condom on.
I know somebody who has had it and he has no problems.
And you ain't got a problem.
And only got 2 kids and that's where he stopped.
And he don't have a problem with releasing in 7 different women.
Thank you.
What happened to condoms?
Thank you. You do your part. At least do your part if you're going to come with that little stupid
nasty.
That stupid mentality and you not bringing nothing to the table to not make it happen either.
And you nasty. What about diseases?
Thank you.
What about soul ties?
Yeah, he don't care. And he may have some stuff going on in his body. He may not even be realize it. So
Charlamagne almost wished he'd get a herpes or something.
Yeah.
Something that he has to have for the rest of his life.
That he's caught
but
from
I don't
those,
agree
those
with that, Charlamagne, because this nut would have herpes and still sleep with everybody.
He'll spread it, yeah. He'll give it to other people.
Scooby-Doo says, I still like Mary. We know you do, Mary. We all like Mary. True says, me too, Scooby. Emerald says, I love Mary. Don't nobody talk about Miss Jenkins.
No, we're not talking about it.
And Scooby-Doo says, true, Coolio. Yeah, having all the kids. And nasty all around.
I think going back to the Mary J. Blige, it was just where she was listed on the list of 200. When she was before Shaka. Yeah. And Shaka was kind of like, what?
Yeah.
You sang my song and you went flat and you ahead of me?
Well, everybody was ahead of her.
Well, I'm just saying for that reason. You told me how honest she was with her redoing her song.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I agree. I feel like the donkey of the day should be that guy.
God, he's a donkey.
With his 7 kids and 7 baby mamas.
Go with donkeys.
And
leave humans alone.
And say a woman has the right to choose. She chose to have the baby.
And she can continue that choice with making sure you pay. She has the right to choose to take you to court.
Scooby says, Emerald, hush. Laugh out loud. Mm-hmm. Emerald said, don't nobody mess with Miss Jenkins, with Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
But that was it, y'all. So that was, what's this, Wendy? You were saying the subject on the thing that you saw.
She sent you something?
Will suing Chris. So we'll see that. We'll watch that. He's a fool if he does.
And make sure that wherever it's coming from, that it's
right.
Because a lot of there's stuff out there that's just...
And if he is suing Chris, he's a fool.
Yeah.
Because you assaulted somebody.
Right. The shoe should be on the other foot.
Oh, it says Will Smith threatens to sue Chris Rock for destroying him and Jada Pinkett on his new Netflix.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah. If it is true, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's a dumb move.
So we'll see.
And I think Wendy was saying it would be because of slander.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I think that it's not going to happen. I think this is just somebody.
I don't know how much slander it is when he said his face still hurts from the hit.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to get
and how much slander it is when he said in the movie when he saw Emancipation he was glad that he was getting hit.
Yeah. That's
not slander. That's how I feel.
Right.
You made me mad. You embarrassed me on stage.
Right.
I didn't talk about your mom or anything.
No.
So or your kids.
No.
I came at your wife because she started it all.
Yeah. So that was it. You have anything else?
No, that was it.
All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mm-hmm. Always believe. She'll probably have a different hairstyle tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Are you or not?
No.
It'll be the same hairstyle?
It'll be a few days.
Why don't you try a new wig? How about that?
I'll see. I may wear another hat.
Oh, another hat. Mm-hmm. We was delivering Uber and some lady loved your hat yesterday.
They all love my hat. They loved it today.
So
it was.
Oh, somebody said they loved your hat?
Mm-hmm. Today.
Oh, okay, y'all.
I love your hat.
So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.